This is Miss Melinda. Welcome to Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva Show. So how's all my fans doing tonight? Let's see. What night is this? It's Tuesday night. Yeah, because I think I have an appointment tomorrow. Okay. So how's all my fans doing? You looking forward to the weekend, or do you work on the weekends? I'm lost for words. Can you believe? Oh, make sure I don't got lipstick on my teeth. Yeah. That's like the worst nightmare. That happened to me a couple times. Okay, so tonight I am going to teach the British Isles. So I am teaching the UK. I came up with the idea in my map book. Yeah. This is from my map book. Yes, it is. I didn't get this off the internet. I have a big blue map book, and I taught out of it the layers of the earth to you. That was one of the classes that came from it. Now, at the end, there's going to be some numbers. This map book is a real old book, just like the white book. So I'm telling you this up front, so I am not teaching you wrong information. Okay, the last page, it's telling, and that might be in one other spot too. So it's like telling, it's like it's got a pie. Of course, I'm not going to show you a pie. You don't need to see the pie. It says like 1% this, 30% industry. You know, I'm just making this up. 10%. I don't know, it's just like, so it's going to have, it's telling you in this country that this is the percentage of this and that and the other thing. I will tell you so that I am not misleading you or teaching you wrong. It's an old book. So I want to give you the numbers, even though I am clearly telling you those numbers are not going to be the same as today. But what it can do is it can teach you how much of a piece of pie the industry is, how much of the piece of pie is resource. And so the numbers will not be accurate, but it will give you an idea. So if the numbers like went up, I would assume, I'm telling you, I'm assuming like today, we don't have a clue, you know. I didn't Google that, you know. But if I tell you the percentages from, well, I wouldn't say it's older than 20 years ago, 25 years ago, the book, I don't think so. But even though the numbers will have changed, if I tell you the old percentage, it'll give you an idea. Like in England, I did a pie, but you're not going to see the pie, but I say it. So like in England, it says 1% this, you know, 13% that. So the numbers are going to be incorrect. But as far as the title of each piece of the pie, it should be the same as far as, well, that's not necessarily true either. Like the industry could have blown, I know in London I got some stuff, but maybe I shouldn't say any old percentages, because I was going to say, okay, like in London, I think it is, they say a lot of land I forget what rhetoric they used, but a big piece of the pie, I think it was London, had like a real lot of land, open land. I don't know the rhetoric. But, you know, and then I don't know if industry is in that pie for England, but let's say it is. And so the industry, the land was the biggest part in England, is the way I remembered it. But this book, you know, could be 20, 25 years old. But I don't think much older. I don't think it would be in such good condition. I don't know. Maybe it could be 30 years old. So maybe I better not give you any percentages, even though I'm telling you that they won't be right. But I thought maybe it could teach you, well, in London, it's got more land. But see, if industry's in that pie for London, the industry could, you know, this is 25, 30 years later from this book, the industry could have grown and like chopped maybe all the open land that they show you, like a big, huge percentage. The industry could have grown in London and doubled and taken, you know, half the land in 25, 30 years. That book's got to be, well, at least I'd say 25 years. It looks old to me, like 25 years. Anyway, the industry could have surpassed the pie that they show you. So when we get to it, I'll just like say a little, but I'm going to make completely 100% sure that I am not leading you in any way whatsoever. I didn't know I had some copper matching buttons up here on my shoulders. Well, that's a nice embellishment. Yeah, that's why I put my hair up in a ponytail tonight. It says, I want them to be able to see my full costume. Yeah, so there's buttons with straps, embellishment. Strap embellishments on the shoulders with the matching gold buttons. Isn't this a classy jacket? I love it. And I thought I got a really cute ponytail. Yeah, so I can look like a valley girl. Yeah, I look like a valley girl. Or I look like a little girl. Like I'm wearing my hair like little girls wear their hair. Okay, let's get started, guys. I've had a busy day. Okay, so here we are. I'm teaching the UK. Okay. The British Isles. I never knew it was called that. Okay. I'm half English on my mom's side. Scotch-Irish, yeah. So I'm half English also. Yeah, my brother explained it to me. I knew on my mom's side we were Scotch-Irish, but I didn't realize it made us United Kingdom. But it does. It makes us English. Yeah, half English. Okay, so the British Isles, okay. Are my teeth nice and clean? Right? Yeah? Okay. So you guys ready? Okay, let's go. The British Isles. The British Isles lie off the northwest coast of mainland Europe. They are made up of 2 large islands and more than 5,000 smaller ones. Politically, the region is divided into 2 countries, the United Kingdom, England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland, okay? Geographically, I feel like my bosom isn't matching my other bosom. I think I have to pull the jacket. Yeah, that's what the problem is. The jacket needs to be pulled back more on the right side. Well, we have to have my bosoms even, don't we? Yeah, really. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, Okay, so the British Isles lie off the northwest coast of mainland Europe. They are made up of 2 large islands and more than 5,000 smaller ones. Politically, the region is divided into 2 countries, the United Kingdom, England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland, period. Geographically, the British Isles are divided between highlands to the north and west and lowlands to the south and east, okay? You guys with me? Yeah? Let's have a fun night tonight. You feel like partying? Oh, I completely forgot to ask you. How did you like Miss Melinda's spontaneous, sexy diva dance for all my dedicated fans? I'll bet that was a big surprise for you, wasn't it? I don't think you ever thought I'd take my... Wait, who's sitting around here listening to me? I gotta be quiet. I can't see who that is sitting over there. I don't think you ever thought in a million years that I was going to take my pants off. Actually, those are black dance skin spandex pants that I cut into real shorts when I cut the butt out just about completely, you know. So I think that was a big surprise for you guys. I told you I was like going to buy mini skirts and dance, you know. But I came up with something sexier, and it didn't cost me a penny. I have lots of black spandex. These had gold on them. Yeah, but you can't see it. But anyway, I'll bet that was a shot. Did you expect my legs to be that attractive? Did you think they were? I've always had men and women tell me my whole life, you know, ever since I matured into a lady. Well, I call myself a girl. I like to call myself a girl. Yeah, I'm a girl. And this girl, when she went through puberty, she got the sexiest, most beautiful, muscular legs without running a treadmill. Well, I'm hypermanic, so I run around like a, you know, chicken with its head cut off. But running on a treadmill does a lot more, you know. All right, so let's get back to the class. Okay. So, yeah, you guys enjoyed it. And you finally got to see my hidden legs, like, and my butt. And apparently everyone liked my butt. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the landscape. That's the next one. I need my lipstick. You know what happened? I kept rubbing my lips to shape my lipstick when I was sitting here a little bit ago, and I got foundation on it. So I have to put lipstick on. It won't look right. Okay? Sorry, guys. But there's no show if you don't look beautiful. All right, that's it. I'm sorry. I'm really screwing around here. But you guys love me looking hot, don't you? Yeah, that is like half the fun. The other half's learning my classes. So let's stop talking, Miss Melinda, and let's teach the class, okay? Okay, guys. So, yeah, you can go to that 24-hour. It never stops moving. That video of me dancing, my diva dance for all my dedicated fans, it's an ongoing video. It doesn't stop. YouTube did that, probably knowing that people would want to keep looking at it. So they're smart. They want me to, they want my show to become successful. Well, it already has, but they want me to be able to start making money. So they made that sexy diva dance for my dedicated fans go 24 hours a day. It doesn't stop. So that's the good thing, huh? Okay. Now, we're on the next page. So all of this is UK, United Kingdom. So this is the landscape, okay? Low rolling hills. Low, L-O-W. Rolling hills. Oh, it's, okay. Low rolling hills, comma. Rolling, like I roll a ball down the street, okay? Low rolling hills. High moorlands, spelled M-O-O-R. Lands, one word. High moorlands. I've never heard of that word, so I spelled it for you because you might not have ever heard of it, or if you did, you might not know what I'm saying, because moorlands could be spelled M-O-R-E. I mean, it's all kinds of things. So now we have to start over when I have to tell the spelling of the word. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I've been blasting music in my ears all day, writing up my notes. I went out, here I am spontaneously talking, but when I have something fun to say, funny, or anything to say, right, it just comes out my mouth spontaneously, then let's hear it. You wouldn't believe what I did. So I have these headphones. I was always buying these German ones, but then the last pair they sent me were broke, so I don't buy them. So I bought these other TV cordless headphones. And when you get to the end of my hallway, then they turn off, but they don't get staticky like my old ones do. So I went outside to get some fresh air and cool off. And I got the headphones on, and the headphones come blasting in my ears outside on the front patio, because there's all this technology throughout this building. It was perfectly clear and blasting loud, and it was a disco song from one of my 70s disco DVDs. It's 7 o'clock at night exactly when I did this. And I'm singing at the top of my lungs. I couldn't have had better luck. It was a white female singing on my Black Soul Disco, one of those DVDs. And she's saying, "If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you." Okay? I'm singing, because you got to remember, I got the headphones blasted. So I'm singing at the top of my lungs, loud. And then the guy at the front desk is laughing. Saul, he's laughing. I'm singing at the top of my lungs. And we have apartment buildings, and then we have houses. Like, there's residential houses all on our street. Yeah, like right past our building, then it turns into houses. Across the street is apartment buildings. But once you go down a ways, on the, then it's lots of residential streets. And I was singing at the top of my lungs. And the big shot that runs this place, his daughter was working the front window, and Saul was working the front desk. And they could hear me, and I'm singing at the top of my lungs. I did the whole song, just came on when I went outside. And, oh, I could sing at the top of my lungs. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. And I'm singing it at the top of my lungs. You could hear me 10 blocks away. Not one neighbor opened up their window and screamed at me. And we got audio-visual equipment by the police department that can see and hear me. There's cameras everywhere around this whole building. And by the front doors, it's audio-visual. They can see and hear me. Well, they've been seeing me for the past 12 years out there. And I'm singing, and I sang that whole song at the top of my lungs. And not one neighbor screamed out their window to shut up. And the people inside were laughing their asses off. See, that's why I call this Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva Show. That is a funny story, isn't it? If you think about it. And I'm all dressed like this. This is how I was dressed. And it's all lit up like a Christmas tree on that patio. And it's real big. And they have blinking lights, I guess, to keep, criminals away. Well, we got so many people in that parking lot coming and going, and employees out there smoking all night long, and we got the police and ambulance in our parking lot 24 hours a day. Somebody's having a heart attack, or they got to go to the hospital for a number of reasons, There's a lot going on around here, All right, so you had that's a funny story, isn't it? Yeah, and Saul and big shot that runs this place, his daughter was right across from the front desk that Saul's at. She's in a glass window. I come in and I go, oh my God, it's our Shad's daughter. Oh no. And she didn't care. She thought it was funny too. So I just shared that with you. All right, so we're going to start. The second page is called The Landscape of United Kingdom, okay? All right. And small fields with high hedges are all typical of the British Isles. Okay? Pull my jacket back. See, I turn and then the jacket turns. Keep the jacket in place. Okay. So, low rolling hills. High moorlands and small fields with high hedges are all typical of the British Isles, period. Ireland is known as Emerald Isle because heavy rainfall gives it a lush, green appearance. Scotland, and Wales are mountainous, semicolon. The rocks forming the mountains, there are some of the oldest in the world. The rocks forming the mountains, there are some of the oldest in the world. The rocks in the Isle, because heavy rainfall gives it a lush green appearance. Scotland and Wales are mountainous. So it's Scotland and Wales that have the rocks forming the mountains. There are some in Scotland and Wales, of the oldest rocks in the world. Okay, the British Isles, indented coastlines. Okay, now we're going to teach you indented coastlines. Okay. The west coast of the British Isles faces the Atlantic Ocean, and more than one. No. Let me read this over. Okay, indented coastlines. The west coast of the British Isles faces the Atlantic Ocean, and more than 1,860 miles of open sea. To the North American continent, storms and high waves constantly batter the hard rock coastline, giving it a jagged outline. Okay? and then next is, it says somebody's name, Ben, B-E-N, Nevis. N like Nick, E like Edward, V like Victory, I-S like is. Ben Nevis. It's, and in parentheses, it's got a C4. I don't know what that means. This mountain is the highest point in the British Isles. Wow. It is 4,406 feet above sea level. Wow. Okay, you guys with me? We've only got about 6 pages left to do, okay? Okay. The Lake District is the new title, still under the British Isles, UK. The Lake District, and they put in parentheses, uppercase D5. So I guess they're labeling these places I'm teaching you with a letter and a number. I guess so. The Lake District National Park has England's highest peak. Okay, quote, Scafell Pike. So it's S, C like cat, A like apple, and then fell, like you fell down. So scaffold pike, quote unquote. And let's read it from the beginning. Whenever I have to spell it for you and make it clear, we have to start over because we lost what I said. The Lake District National Park has England's highest peak. Okay, did you catch that? The Lake District National Park has England's highest peak, Scafell Pike, at 3,209 feet. Its deepest lake, Wast, it's spelled W-A-S-T. I've never heard of the word washed. It's calling it water, washed water. I don't know what washed water is, but you can Google it, okay? Watch this 5 times, and when you come across these words you don't know, just Google it. Okay, so I was talking about Scafell Pike at 3,209 feet. It is deepest lake, washed water, in parentheses, 260 feet. And its largest lake, Windermere, 10 miles long, okay? The Pennines, P-E-N-N-I-N-E-S. So like nines is the last half of the word. Like I have 10 nines. I have 5 nines in my hands. Say you're playing cards. I have 2 nines in my hands. So the word is Pennines. P-E like Edward, N like Nick, N like Nick, I-N-E-S. The Pennines, and it's in parentheses, D6. The Pennines are a chain of high hills, topped by moorland, period. They run for more than 250 miles and are known as the backbone, quote, and are known as the, quote, the backbone of England. You got to listen to this class over again. The backbone of England. What do you got? Your pen and paper out like I always tell you to have. Okay? Okay. So, now, I got my hand there. That's okay. All right. The Burren. B like boy, U, and then 2 R's. R for rat, E for Ed, N for Nick. So the word is the Burren, and it's got parentheses, uppercase A, the uppercase A, 6. Okay, I guess it's the way they're IDing these titles I'm telling you. Okay, so the Burren is a large area of limestone. We've all heard of limestone. Okay. In the west of Ireland. its flat surfaces are known as limestone pavements, in parentheses. The flat surfaces are known as limestone pavements, P-A-V-E-ments, M-E-N-T-S, pavements as limestone pavements. There are also many caves and sinkholes in the area. The fens is the next title. F-E like Edward, N like Nick, S like Sam. It has the code uppercase E6 in parentheses. That's like the ID for the fens, okay? The fens. This is the flattest area in England. Much of the land here has been reclaimed from the sea. Okay, next part. Are you guys with me? All right. We've only got four or five more pages to go. So can you stay with me? All right. So concentrate on what I'm saying now. Okay. This is not hard to understand. Okay. The fens, this is the flattest area in England. Much of the land here has been reclaimed from the sea. Now, the last part on this page is Rias. R like rat, I like ice, A like apple, S like sat. Rias are, quote unquote, river valleys. So we, even though we're not familiar with the word fens and Rias, we're understanding what they're saying to us. Like Rias, they say, Rias are river valleys. Well, you can understand that, right? So now you know what Rias means. It's river valleys. You can understand that. That have been drowned, okay? You can understand that. That have been drowned by rising sea levels. The southern coast of southwest England has many good examples, okay? Okay. Are you guys with me? All right, we're on page 6. I'll tell you the truth. There's 10 pages, so we only got 4 to go, 4 or 5 to go. Can you stay with me? It's interesting, isn't it? And you can understand it, even if, like, well, at first you didn't know Rias. We didn't know Rias or Fems, but when it told you the definition, just watch this again and take notes. Okay, now in the UK, we're going to do the label farming and land use, okay? The English lowlands and the wide, flat stretches of land in East Anglia, A-N, A like apple, N like Nick, G like good, L like look, I like ice, A like apple. Okay, the English lowlands and the wide, flat stretches of land in East Anglia are the agricultural heartland of the United Kingdom, okay? The country is no longer self-sufficient in food, but wheat, potatoes, and other vegetables and fruits are widely grown. In Ireland and in central and southern England, dairy and beef cattle feed off grassy pastures. Okay, we can understand that. See, this ain't hard. Isn't that fun? I still want you to dip into my biology once in a while. You know, I made 45 or 46 classes just out of respect for me. If you can watch a little here or there out of the biology, it would be great. If you did it in numerical order, you'd understand it better. All right, let's continue on now. In Ireland and in central and southern England, dairy and beef cattle feed off grassy pastures. In the hilly and mountainous areas, comma, sheep farming is more usual. Sheep farming is more usual. Here's percentages. I'm afraid to say them because I don't want to misdirect you and teach you wrong. I'm not going to tell you the numbers. Yeah, because then they might think she's teaching them wrong or confusing them, So I'll just tell you, it says the British Isles and the land use, colon. So how is the land used in the British Isles? It has cropland, so much percent. It has other, including urban, percent, forest, percent, pasture, percent. So I can't tell you the numbers because it'll confuse you and they'll say I'm teaching you wrong. But you can Google, I would do today because those numbers are not going to be the same. Google the British Isles land use. How much is cropland? How much is other, including urban? How much is forest and how much is pasture? That's under, what country was that under? Well, just watch this again and get the country. I'm talking about the UK, but I don't know if we're talking about England there or what country. There's 4 countries in UK. Wales, England, Northern Ireland, and Scotland. Okay. Okay, here's the industry. Okay. Here's the industry. Okay. Here's the industry. The United Kingdom's traditional industries, such as coal mining, iron and steel making, and textiles, have declined in recent years. Today, newer industries make cars, chemicals, and electronic and high-tech goods. Period. Service industries, especially banking and insurance, have grown in importance. The country's most valuable natural resource is its large North Sea oil and gas fields. So we all got to watch this class again and figure out which country I was talking about with all that stuff. Yeah. But I want to say England, but I'm not sure. So you got to look it up. You got to watch this class again. You should always watch them over and over, and you'll get it more and more. These are all real fun classes, and you should watch them over and over so you can get stuck in your head. All right, we're on page 9, so we only got a page and a half, because 10 only has a half a page. In fact, it's the last one's with percentages too. So, okay, here's page 9. The British Isles, the British Isles, structure of industry, primary, I can't say the percentage, manufacturing, percentage, services, percentage. So Google the British Isles structure of industry today, November, whatever, 5th or 4th or whatever it is, the year 2025. What is the structure of industry? Primary, what's the primary of this, the British Isles structure of industry? What's the primary percentage as of today, the year 25? Manufacturing, what's the percentage? Services, what's the percentage? Okay, here, population, the United Kingdom is, wait, this hair's coming. Okay, population, The United Kingdom is densely populated with most of the people living in urban areas. You guys with me? Okay? This is the end. So, the United Kingdom is densely populated with most of the people living in urban areas. The southeast of the most southeast of the most crowded part of the country, period. The Scottish Highlands are less populated today than they were 200 years ago. Ireland is still mainly rural, with many Irish people making their living from farming. And that's basically it. The last page is just saying the British Isles, you could Google this, because the percentage ain't going to be right. So Google the British Isles. What's the urban? You say in the computer to Google. Get somebody to teach you how to Google if you don't know how. You just pull up a file and you say, what is the urban/rural population division? Okay, for the British Isles, November 5th, 2025. And the first one is Birmingham percentage. Glasgow. Glasgow was the tiniest, I think. And I've heard a lot about Glasgow. And rural population, London, other towns and cities. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say the numbers. So we, my friends, are done with this class. So, did you enjoy my class? Yeah? You could understand it, couldn't you? So that makes it much more enjoyable. And that's what's keeping you staying through the whole class. Because you're understanding what I'm saying, you know. Even they were little words that we didn't know. It wasn't supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Anytime you try, it's something ferocious. I make up the end part, because I forget what the end is. So, two small words, it told you what it meant. Yeah. So, like, we totally understood everything, didn't we? Okay. Well, I think I'm going to let you guys go. I'm not going to chat after class today because spontaneously a story came out of me. I can't even remember what it was now. I'll definitely be rewatching this show. I always watch it after I click it off. I watch it real quick just to see how I did, and then go to bed. So you guys got a good spontaneous story that just came to my mind and just came out, started coming out of my mouth without me thinking about it for 1 second. And it was a funny story. I remember that part. Oh, yeah, me singing outside, screaming at the top of my lungs, and no neighbors opened their windows and said, "Shut the fuck up, bitch." Okay, so since you heard that funny story, I was out there the whole song. Yeah, I mean, they let me do the whole song. They didn't stop me. The staff. It was funny as hell. You had to be there because when somebody's singing at the top of their lungs and they got headphones on, they don't realize how crazy they sound. But that's what makes it so funny. All right, I'm going to let you go since I told you a spontaneous story in the beginning. So, I love all my subscribers. I love all my fans, students, and viewers. I love you all. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and that'll make me smile. See? And you'll get to see my real white teeth that don't come out. These are white teeth with permanent root implants and permanent teeth grown into my gums. Yeah, they're cosmetic teeth. I would never wear dentures. I would never. No way. So, Anyway, I'm getting off. Listen, we had a good time. Don't start talking about depressing things. Yeah, Miss Melinda's show is Spontaneous Smart Diva Show, and we are always happy and having fun. Yo estoy feliz. I am happy, and so are you. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you next class. I love you all my fans, okay? Good night.